Hey, we are live once again. Alright, let's just see what quest we got here. Kill 15 opponent's creatures, easy enough. Blue or green spells, easy enough. White or green spells, again, easy enough. Esper control, straight in. See if we can string a few wins together, that'd be great. Okay. This isn't the worst start ever, we'll keep that. It's not the greatest, but it's not the worst either. Looks like he's going to play Esper as well. Or Azorius aggro, maybe. Straight for a Thought Erasure and see what he's got. He uses a negate already. That's good for us. Psychic Corrosion. Whenever you draw a card, each opponent puts the top 2 cards of their library into their graveyard. Okay, fine. I'm going to go straight for Kaya here, whilst I've got a chance to get her out.
I like a good fight. Notice I didn't say fair.
Okay, so he got rid of a negate and Drown Catacomb. Bit of a shame that Drown Catacomb went in. That's okay. I think we go for another Thought Erasure here and see if we can get anything out of his hand, see what he's got. I think he might have another negate in hand or a Syncopate or something. Okay, Sphinx's Insight, draw 2 cards, which he can do on the next turn. Teferi, which we can get rid of with 1 more Black Source, so that's not too bad. I think we go Sphinx's Insight, get rid of that. There's our Black Source. Although he may get rid of that next.
Pack your bags and hit the road.
Yeah, so he'll get rid of that now. Whew, getting rid of lots of good stuff there, actually. If we get a Black Source off the top, I think we're good. Maybe should have gotten rid of Teferi because that +1 is going to be hell.
You're not welcome here anymore.
Sure, I think we'll go for Thief of Sanity, since it's the only thing we can do so far. Hey Wascals, how did the tweets go? I can see my phone blinking. There must have been lots of action going on. Okay. Teferi's a bit of a threat at the moment. Does he have anything to deal with Thief of Sanity, I wonder? Chemist's Insight hits the graveyard. We are at 36 cards so far. There's a Glacial Fortress. I think we probably go into action, into combat phase here. I think we got to hit him because we wanna see what we can dig out of his deck. Counter that, make sure he gets through. Take Sphinx's Insight for some card draw. So he might just be able to get rid of this now. I think he might use his -3 onto Fairy. Does that one -5 here? It says player. I can't remember whether player allows us to target a planeswalker, but we will try anyway for sure. This is an interesting deck, this for sure. No, it doesn't.
Feel the pain of every outcast
We
thing.
will shoot, and I guess we gotta go into next turn. Sure. I think we might have lost this one purely because he's just managed to get his engine going.
Let's skip to the good part.
Let's put a stopper at the end of his turn and see what we can do then. There's not really much else for us to do here. Sure, I think we'll probably counter that. See what else he comes up with. Yeah, I think that's over that one. Can't really get around his engine. He's got 2 pieces out, and really wasn't expecting that kind of a deck to come out. So I think what we need to do here is, I think Thief of Sanity works okay because it just strips things out of his deck. Mortified as well. Castan can probably come out. Cry the Carnarium can probably come out. I didn't see any creatures. Just seems like a pure like spell-based deck. Let's put the 3 Duresses in. Try and rip some things out of his hand. I think Unmoored Ego goes in, so we can try and rip Teferi out. And we probably need... does he put his own Thief of Sanity in now? He didn't seem to have black. So I'll assume not. I'll take the Kaya's Wrath out for now. We will go negate Lyra and Eldest Reborn, just in case he manages to get Teferi out again. Lyra gives us something physical to put on the board as well. It doesn't seem like he has too many ways of removal. Yeah, let's keep this. So we'll go Swamp first, Duress, and then into Hallowed Fountain and Thought Erasure. You can play all the cards in our hand with the mana we've got. A little bit less janky than the last one. So we want to make sure we get that enchantment out of his hand if he has it. He might be just considering a mulligan right now. He did. Will he go for another one? Nope, so he's going to keep that. So we'll Swamp. We'll Duress. See what he's got. Okay. I don't really know why he took that in his opening hand. Let's get rid of this. We've got 3 Thought Erasures in hand, wow. Negate goes to the bin, keep the land on top. I think we pay 2 for this. And go for Kaya. Yeah, we know we can't counter it.
The crueler the opponent, the sweeter the victory.
But we know he's going to have a few more cards in hand now. So we'll see what he's got. If he burns another negate on that, absolutely fine with that. I may hold this Thought Erasure. Nah, I kind of need to see what he's got, I think. This might be a bit hasty to throw this Thought Erasure out now, but... yeah, no, there we go. Forced to concede. Nice. Cool. Is there anything else we need to change from that? I don't think so. Not yet. Not until he brings something else to the table. His opening hand must have been awful for him to take that secondary hand. Although I guess he saw some lands and saw some stuff he can do, so... can't blame him. I got extremely lucky there with the opening hand. Yeah, this is pretty good as well. So we'll take this. Probably got a negate. Held his mana up. It's almost certainly got a negate. The more I can get out of his hand this early, though, that's, you know, I can deal with that. So he's not doing much. Neither am I. I'm going to try and get this Chemist's Insight in. He's got another counter spell, but I want to see what he's got. I want to try and get it out of his hand. Oh, he's not going to bother. That is fine. We have 7 in hand. We have 5 on the field, 5 lands on the field. We've got 2 more in hand, so we can wait to protect Teferi. Try and draw a counter spell out of him again. Didn't get anything. Okay, maybe he doesn't have one. Assume he does. I have to assume he does all the time. Sure, we'll probably just drop the swamp here. Must have had nothing. Wow. Okay, fair enough. Sometimes it doesn't work out for you. All right. One more win. We'll go up to plat. Let's open our pack, see what we get. Another rare wild card, that'll do the job. What does this list usually run on the sideboard? How many unmoored egos? None at the moment in the current list. I'm going to run a few though. I like the card, I think it's good. And it helps me a ton. So I don't think we need 3 negates, 2, like all 4 negates in the deck rather. I usually, because I have Absorb in the sideboard as well, I usually just put 1 negate in if we're going against heavy control. So I'll +1 on the Unmoored Ego and craft that. This gives me just enough fuel or ammo or whatever you want to call it to get rid of things like Reclamation or things like Teferi. If I can ditch an entire Dex Engine just in one card, I will certainly give it a shot. It fits my playstyle, and I like doing it that way. Okay, halfway through this quest, that's good. Let's go for another. Okay. Heavy land start, but it's only the first game. We'll see how it goes. Got the shrine out first, as that costs us life. We can follow it up with the Drowned Catacomb next. Looks like he's playing Gruul aggro. What have we got? Gates of Blaze. That doesn't really affect us. Gate Colossus. Costs 8. He only has 2 gates in hand, 1 on the field. So it's going to cost him 5 still. I think Hydrocrisis goes to the bin. Maybe should have thrown that land out actually. Gonna take him a little while to get where he needs to be. It's only to each creature, so I don't have to worry about that for Teferi. Growth Spiral in his turn as well, so we can just Teferi next turn with like no real problem. Guild Summit. Okay, sure. I'm not sure I want to do this. I have the counter spell in hand. I know he's going to play... I know he's going to play this Gate Colossus. I'm going to hold the mana up for Absorb, and then I'm going to play Teferi. Now he's played his land before Gate Colossus, so he can't play that gate. Here comes our counter spell. We counter it, hits his graveyard, but he can't put another he can't put another gate down. So we'll go for Teferi.
Hide from the world any longer.
Put this into his deck.
You need to take a time out.
So that he stops his draw engine, just slows him down a little bit. Be interested to see if he has anything to actually remove Teferi now. Now this only goes to the top of his deck. He does have another one. That would have been really dangerous for us if we'd let him have both. Let's +1 and see what we get.
Hold that thought.
Nothing so far. So we'll play Search for Esconto. We'll play Goblet Shriner tapped. One of these, one of these. Just gonna put his Gate Colossus to the top of his deck. Gatebreaker Ram. Cool. So hopefully we get some like removal at some point. So we've got the land, we need removal. That's up to 3. Let's see what we get off the top.
Hurry!
Proof of sanity. And then he will probably use this Gate of Blaze, right? I think. Sorcery. It's only sorcery speed, so we'll go untap 2. We've got the Chemist's Insight hand. We can play that. Try and draw a cast down off the top or something. We have enough even for a Mortify. Would be absolutely fine. I think we want to block. We want to block the Gatebreaker Ram, right? If we can save Teferi, I think that's a good thing to do. And then I'll go... draw. See what we get. Just another Teferi. Okay, maybe I shouldn't have been so hasty on the Teferi. Oh, this has got trample. Ah, I forgot about the trample on this. Damn. This is why I won't get into platters, because I don't read cards properly. I need to read those cards properly. Gate Colossus. Sweet. He's here. Big man's here. I think we go... We have to play this Teferi now, I think. And we try... I think we put Gate Colossus back to the deck, because he's going to recur anyway.
Let's slow this down.
Short. And pass it into his turn. I don't think this deck runs any counter spells. Not at the start, anyway. Oh. Okay. Yeah. Sure.
This is hardly my worst defeat.
So we'll probably go just kill this Gatebreaker Ram. Near enough straight away. He's got all the gates. Gatebreaker's gone. Can we actually get a Teferi down and do anything? What else has he got? Another route. Secured this route. He's pretty much filtered his whole deck now.
late. No time for a break.
I think what we do here is we wait. I think we have to wait here and hold some mana up. It gives us enough mana to filter. We can filter with 3 and then we have 4 to play with. Sure. Gatebreaker Ram. Okay. Let's see what we get. Absorb. Just 3 life. We have seen 3 Teferis so far. How many negates? No negates, just 2 absorbs. Oh, okay. Sure.
We need to move quickly.
Okay, yeah. I was not expecting mass manipulation, that's for sure. That feels like a sideboard card. Sure, okay. See what you've got. We can dig into a negate here and we are good to go. We have not, but we'll take Vraska's Contempt. Throw it out there against Teferi.
Suppose that's how it was meant to happen.
He's more than welcome to take that D for sanity if he wants. So not looking good so far. Been through 2 Thief for Sanities and 3 Teferis. Hydroid can go to the bin. I think this could probably go to the bin as well. Not really interested in that. I've already had one. Keep this land in hand. This Chemist is Insight Fuel. What's his big creature gone anyway? Oh, he's got another one. Gain 2 life for each gate you control. Okay. Sure. Hey Ross, how's it going, mate? DayC Bank Holiday stream. Oh yeah, we're not at land, so we're gonna stream. Sure, let's see what he gets. Clear the creature up. Go to end of his turn. Wonder if he's got anything else. Another guild summit. Okay, it's at risk of overdrawing if he draws any more, like. How is he gonna do? Ross says, thought you Scouse boys were getting slabbed up. I'm not there, mate. They're all on their own. Where I'm up to the ladder now, I am back at gold 1 at 4 notches, so if I win this I go to platinum. That is a lot of cards he just drew. I don't know what his win condition is here, because he has to dump at the end of this turn, right? I wonder if he's got another explosion. But that still won't kill me. I mean, yeah, sure. Gate Colossus comes out. That's not what he was looking for, surely. Right, we'll dig for some goodness, see what we get. Cast down will do. He has to dump a bunch of stuff. Auto Erasure. What's he got? Mass Manipulation, Hydroid Crisis, Archway Angel. He's got a bunch of stuff here. Crisis goes to the bin. And we'll go again. A bunch of these creatures. And then, do we pass? I think we pass here, right? Pass. Reliquary Tower has one of the weirdest sounds in the game. Colossus, yes. If you haven't seen Gate Colossus, costs 1 less for each gate you have. Can't be blocked by creatures with power 2 or less. And when it dies, you put it back on top of your library when you next play a gate. Guess we'll get rid of that. What else does he have? I don't think he has anything really. It's got the Reliquary Knight. Oh no, it's not Reliquary Knight, it's Knight of the Autumn. Okay, sure. Kaya's Wrath, might as well make use of it. You'll probably get the 2+1/+1 counters. Oh, he's going to destroy one of his own guild summits. That's quite clever, because it means if he plays another gate, he doesn't, like, draw an enormous amount. He doesn't know I've drawn another one, so... We have to be careful of this mass manipulation because he can actually play this. It's weird sequencing that. Like the Guild Summit triggers first and then the Gate Colossus goes on top. Take Absorb. Actually have something. 24 cards left in deck. I'm actually going to let him have this, and I'm going to use the Kaya's Wrath so I can try and dig out Teferi and protect Teferi with Absorb. Might even just last him out, to be honest. Let's play Canister's Insight. Interesting, we could actually get rid of Colossus entirely. Let's see what we've actually got here. So we can Kaya's Wrath and Kaya and then get rid of the Gate Colossus. I think that seems like a sensible move. Is this instant speed? It is not. Black, white. Anything?
Glad to be here. Your problems are my profits.
Did we not just get rid of a Colossus? What am I missing here? Oh, there it is. Exile the Colossus so it doesn't keep coming back. And then I will pass into the next turn so that I can protect Kaya. Have enough mana. Have enough mana for both a Negate and an Absorb. But he can see the Absorb, he knows I've got it. Ross says I'm up against Gates now, so much fun. Yeah, it's a bit of a nightmare, to be honest. Because it does so many, like, costs. It does nothing for, like, the first 5 or 6 turns, and then it just goes all the cost-effective stuff. We still have a Teferi in here somewhere. So what I might do is counter this in the hopes that he doesn't guess that I've got a Negate. So he might go for mass manipulation now. There we go. Then we negate that. And then, unless he can play a gate right now, which he might be able to, I mean, it doesn't look like he's got much left, but... Plays another Guild Summit. Is he just going to draw himself out? Nope. He's really going to go hard on something else. Ah, there we go. He just wanted another gate. So that he could put it back to the top of his deck. Growth Spiral. Draws the card. And then he can play it again. Sure. There's the Gate Colossus. There we go. Right, we got the first round. We got the first round. I don't really have much experience against gates. Negate seemed to work okay. Cry of Thakanarium doesn't really do anything, so that's gonna go. I'll put another cast down in, and I'll put in probably an Unmoored Ego. I don't think Thief of Sanity works too great either, so I'll go for both of my Unmoored Egos. That lets me strip out Gate Colossus and Rams and stuff. And I got 2 more spaces left, so how about... Lyra and Reborn, make him sacrifice. Could do, yeah, could do. I think he has a lot of like removal and stuff though, so I gotta beware of other win conditions. I'm gonna put the other absorb in, so run 4 absorbs, so I'm going Lyra, 4 absorbs, 3 Kaya's Wrath, 3 cast downs, 3 mortifies. Yep, okay. Because he has Hydras too, it's like... It's kinda difficult to choose which one you should pick, but I know I don't want that Gate Colossus there because of its recycling. It's very, very easy to recycle it. Hold a cast down up. Yeah, sure, this seems... It's land heavy, but, you know, it's not too bad. We can work into a Chemist's Insight, we can work into a Teferi. Right, 1 round up. That's good. So we'll see what happens next. I know he has some spells, but the spells aren't the big problem for me. It's the big, heavy hitting creatures that cause me issues. Rick the Guy, how's it going, dude? Scrub C. Hey Baka, how's it going, man? Ross says, looking like a landlord day. What are you talking about, man? Enter this tapped hold, cast down up. 6 land hand, oh! Fair enough. Rick says, running Escrub to Fairy. Yep, it's happening, man. It's happening. Go into his turn, put a stopper at the end of his turn. Look to throw out Chemist's Insight if we can. Deckmaster off again. Deckmaster is off. Really sorry. Put Deckmaster on now. If you want to know any additions, we have the second Unmoored Ego in the sideboard, which we've put into this. So we're going to go into end of his turn. We're going to draw. He has no counter spell. This is a good time to throw Teferi out. We will make him try and deal with this.
No time for a break.
And we will probably discard a we'll mortify. There you go, Mythic with Esper. That's the goal, man. That's the goal. It might not happen this month. We're getting on a bit into the month now, but it'll happen with more consistent streams and with more sort of like practice and stuff and learning the meta. We got a new set coming out next week, so that's going to shake things up quite a lot. Baka says, thanks for turning on Deckmaster. No worries, my dude. No worries. Thank you for requesting it. I need to turn it on at startup, really. That can't be counted, so that's fine. We'll play another Teferi. We're going to pay 2 for that, because we're going to throw out Teferi now. And then we're going to +1 and we're going to undo 2, so we've got the counter spell up.
Right on. Hold that thought.
We will undo this and this. So we do have absorbs in hand. Just depends on whether we can get them out there. Banefire is obviously uncounterable, as we found out last time. Rick says, what is this deck master I hear you speak of? If you look at the stream, Rick, there is a little deck icon to the right of the stream. And when you click on it, you can see all the cards that have been played, and you can see my deck, and you can read all the cards and what they do and stuff. It's for those who might be playing Magic, who might be watching Magic, that maybe don't know all the specific rules of it. That was a really good idea to hold that last land up. Oh, does he have a negate? No, he doesn't have a negate, does he? He has an expansion! Wow, okay. Okay. Bad man. Look at this guy.
Hurry.
Look at this guy with all of his land and managed to get a Teferi off me. So we need to find a way to get rid of Teferi. Wow. Okay. That's not good. I didn't think he'd have that level of intricate sequencing like so early on. Although I say so early on, it's not that early in the game, is it really? He's got a ton of land knocking about. I don't want him drawing any more cards, really. Not really interested in that. He untaps 2. We will... we need stuff, and we need it fast. Did not expect him to have a Teferi this soon.
Keep up the pace.
He +1s. So, end of his turn, we need to Chemist his Insight. And then we will dump Swamp to the bin. Nothing, unfortunately. We've done well to dig through our deck this far. Ross says 15 rare wildcards, 10 mythic, 14 uncommon and 11 commons. Have I amassed enough for war? Not really. Mythic, yeah. Rare, no. My Teferi. That's what I need. That's what I need to play. Ah, I haven't got enough land to protect him. I need to go for it. Because otherwise,
You show remorse.
he gets that before I get it. He gets the emblem before I get a chance to put him back in my deck. But our Teferi worked well there, and we got Plat, boys. That should send us up into Plat. Boom. Nice. First time I've been in Plat, so this is real progress for me. How do you have that many rares? Yeah, how do you have that many rares, Ross? How did you get hold of all that? Or have you been saving them up? Because I thought you weren't spending any money, or have you? Or has Ross dropped cash? Oh, sorry, my bad, Rick. I didn't explain Deckmaster. Thanks, Backer, for explaining that for us. Pro tracker on as well. Okay, sweet. Just bear with me 1 second, guys. I'll start again soon. Yeah, right, okay. We have a new follower, Sunkala. Thank you for following, man. If you're still about, I need to fix the notifications on my Streamer It doesn't seem to be telling me that I have new followers. But cheers for the follow. It means we're 9 away from affiliate. So if anybody knows anyone that hasn't followed me yet, shout up. I'll put them in here. Right, let's play. Let's play some more. Let's keep going. Dave did not get a cake for your birthday. I am really sorry, Shireen. I did import her lots of nice gifts from America though, so you know, did one thing right, just didn't get the other one right. This gets mulligans straight away. This is a little bit better. We have the hallowed fountain to kick off the checklands. I do not think we will put that at the top, and we will put it to the bottom in the hopes that we get a third land. Ooh. So this is Azorius aggro or White Weenie. Sweet. We get another black sauce, we're good. There it is. There's the black sauce. Play Thought Erasure, see what he's got. I think the History of Benalia goes. Take Thought Erasure on the top, that's good. We mainly want to rip anything out that isn't a 2-2 out of his hand. We can deal with all of these. It's the rest we can't deal with. So we might go... Do we want to go for another turn? So we take 5 on the next turn, go to 10. I think we go Thought Erasure again. Because otherwise he can get that Loxodon out, I think. I think he can get the Loxodon out. And then all we need is another white source for the rest of them. Because he needs 2 more white to get these out. I'm happy if he plays this, because we won't trigger the Afterlife. But this has Convoke, which lets him tap creatures to get it out. So he gets 1 more land and he can do it. So we'll get rid of the Loxodon. I'm not too interested in that. 1 more land. So what's this? Enters, create a 1/1 lifelink token. When you attack a 3 or more, transform it. And then you can just create... Yeah, okay, fine. Sure. So this can tap for white, which would have been his other source. Cry of the Canarian buys us some time. Ross says, when he goes bald and have a white tash like a real sensei. Hopefully soon, man. Hopefully soon. Gonna hold Chemist's Insight up and take the 2. think. What am I up to here? 4? Yeah, I'm going to hold Chemist's Insight up and take the 2, because realistically I want to... 6 cost on his turn. Ah. Yeah, so I messed that up. I messed that up really, didn't I? Wasn't paying attention. Okay, we go for the board wipe here, I think. Afterlife 1. Yeah, I messed that up thinking I could play Chemist's Insight on his turn, but no such luck, unfortunately. We will play Teferi. And we'll put this back to his deck, which will leave us open for 1, which means the Spirit will hit Teferi for 1 and take the damage for us. This is essentially just buying time to try and do some things. Oh my goodness. It's still going to take the hit, which is interesting. Our last try with Teferi before we lose, I think. Have another go. That's the third Marshal he's seen, because he's got one in the bin as well. We put one in 3 down, and then we won't put one in another 3 down. Oh, he's got his blue. So he is Azorius. Yep. Get someone 1.
Now what?
Okay. After his turn, going to Chemist's Insight at the end of his turn. We're going to take 2. No, we're not. We're going to take 4. Man, Azorius aggro is crazy strong. So fast. Cry the Carnarium's just not enough, unfortunately. Just not enough. Not enough. That's a bit of a shame. Nearly got there as well. We nearly got there. Right, so second game, we need lots of removal, as much as we can get. We'll take... I'm not overly sure I'm really bothered about the negates, to be honest. They don't really help me here. Thief of Sanity as well does not help me. I think we go last cast down. We can put this Warrant in, so we can throw things back to the top of his deck. We can play our Hostage Takers here. And we could probably go for... Unbreakable Formation. Yeah, we're not seeing Unbreakable Formation at the moment. I wish I had a Diglett. And then we will put in... I think Absorb is really important here. We've got to get these 4 Absorbs in for the life gain. What else can we run? Cry the Carnarium does work very well, especially in the early game. Kaya gains us life, which is brilliant. Mortify. I'm not too fussed about Mortify. I'm going to put a Basilica Bellhaunt in instead. And the same for Thought Erasure, and put another Basilica in. So these gain me life, these gain me life, she gains me life. Lots and lots of stuff we can do. Yep, let's do that. Yeah, that builds us into some kind of board wipe, I guess. It's not great, but it'll do. You can play Search. Oh, my goodness. So he just gets a 1-1 immediately? That's crazy. Well, I get card filtering immediately, so, you know. Swings and roundabouts. Citrus Gunter. So. Need to get one of these watery graves out, really. We don't have to take the damage. Cast down off the top would be quite nice, something like that. Why is it taking so long? Well, one with lifelink, yeah. Well, one with lifelink for playing another enchantment that turns into a land that produces white mana and lifelink is pretty good. I'm just gonna keep that because I know I can play it, so. So he will hit me for 3 now. He needs to attack with 3 to get this going. They are legendary enchantments. Okay. Sure. So he needs to attack with 3 to do this, right? Yeah, when you attack with 3 or more creatures, then transform. Sure. Well, it wants me to have the board wipes. It really wants me to have the board wipes. Does have the indestructible. Nuke 'em. Evict them with the landlord. I got all the lands, right? 1 damage a turn is absolutely fine, but now he has to build up his creature base while the 3rd Legion's landing. Sure. Okay. That landlord has so much land to spare. I think we go Basilica Bellhaunt here. Force him to discard while he's got nothing else on the field. Gain some life ourselves, keep ourselves alive. Put a blocker up. If you can't evict them, charge them uni student rates. Exactly, mate, exactly. And then we'll put our other tapped land out. Let's keep this, and let's see what he's got in hand. Eviction. I think Ajani goes to the bin. Woo! Cry the Canarium off the top. We're not gonna use these. It's gonna transform. Oh yeah, fair point. Fair point. Do I care? I guess I do. Yeah, I think I do, don't I? I do, because I need to make sure that he doesn't get the 3rd land for this. Yeah, I should have just evicted straight away. He has 1 land, but this flips and produces 1 mana. He pulls 1 off the top, and he gets double History of Benalia, which is pretty mad. Yeah, I think that was a good idea, man. Yeah, I think it was a good idea. I think we did get a... I shouldn't have played the creature, really. I should have just gone straight for the board wipe. Now we have Ascanta, which makes it very hard for him to do a lot of stuff, really. We're back up to 18 as well, which is good. So we go to end of our turn, we'll search. What do we want? Realistically, we want... He's... I think we want a fairy, right? We gotta start doing some stuff.
You know what? I'm not done yet.
Let's do that. There's History of Benalia. I was kind of afraid that was going to come out, but... we'll hold and absorb up for the next one. So, I think... Don't run to Fairy as an avatar. I like Lily, you know? I like Lily. Give me things. We dig here. Take a cast down. I don't want to get rid of this because this will produce a knight on his next turn and he'll drop his 3/3 and I'll just board clear it. So I'll +1 to Fairy.
Let's skip to the good part.
But it's got summoning sickness, so it's not going to be able to attack the Fairy straight away, so I think you'll play his knight here. He did not play his knight. That's quite interesting. We shall dig. Raska's Contempt will do just nicely. Ah, there we go. We'll take that win. That's fine. He's scared of the absorb. Yeah, I know. Everyone's scared of the absorb. I forgot about Benalia, so maybe I put the other Mortify back in. Let's put the other Mortify back in. We've got 3 Mortifies and we can actually get rid of Benalia there because he's so fast paced. We need to make sure that we keep up. Oh, did he see absorb? Did I pull it off the filter? I can't remember. Right, let's see what we get. Let's hope for a good win. Yeah, shared red eye. Cool. Cool. Cry of the Carnarium start with Swamp. Yeah, I'm actually going to take that. This is highly risky because I don't know how quickly he's going to be able to get this going. Yeah. Hit me for 3. Oh, he's gonna get this transformation like nearly straight away, I think. can't attack with that though, so we do actually keep up here, which is really good. I'm highly surprised we actually managed to get this going. He can sacrifice this, but it won't matter because it's -2/-2. Indestructible doesn't affect it. Exiled a lot of them. No afterlife. Another Legion's landing. Sure. We can hold up for Chemist's Insight on the next turn. Or an Absorb would be good. Oh, second land. Yeah, Absorb. Get rid. Gain life. Stay alive. Hits me for 1. Can play Watery Grave, play Search for a Scunter. And play Absorb. Yep, that works. Search for a Scunter is too powerful to ignore for more than a turn, so I need to really get it out there and yes, we will take that. That gives us something to do with our 2 other mana. What's he got? Spell Pierce. He's got 3. Take this Loxodon out of commission. Keep Kaya. There's his 4th land. Goes for a Ajani, as expected. Play the Absorb. We know he's got the Spell Pierce in hand, so if we want to get to Feria, it has to be next turn, really. We can then -3 this. In fact, I don't even need to. I can just +1 and take the hit.
This isn't a fight. We need to move quickly.
Gets the blue, but doesn't wait for the extra land to protect it. I know, it's crazy, isn't it? I say it's crazy. I've done it many times before, so. But he was very eager to get that Ajani out there, so. History of Benalia, yeah, sure, yeah. So he hits this for 1. I think I'm actually going to keep this because I kind of want the land. I'm going to... This makes me pay 2, right? So I can still pay 2 if I go for Kaya. If he really wants to do that, which I'm sure he will. He did not. That is good. So I can -1 Kaya to get rid of this.
The smell. Ew.
And what does this do? Sure. I think we probably go -3 on this. Get rid of this.
Time is much more malleable than people think.
Yep. I'll do. So he gets another 2/2 Knight. He will try and exile something here with the Conclave. I'm not sure which one he'll go for. Whichever one he goes for is pretty bad. It's just such a hard choice, that. Went for Kaya. We'll keep hold of that, just in case. Take a draw. Probably getting a bit desperate, yeah, I think so too. So, this is creature or artifact. think we probably play this and get rid of that knight. Remove it. Yeah, do it on the token. I think that's the most sensible thing, 'cause then this just fizzles and... So he's going to do Tithe Taker here. I guess we throw out Chemist's Insight. It's all I can really do, because otherwise it costs one more to do Vraska's Contempt and I haven't got the mana. So we'll try and get that Spell Pierce out of his hand. Using on a Chemist's Insight is just not very good value because I can just play it from the graveyard again. But he might feel that he just doesn't want me to get ahead. And that is absolutely fine, I've got no problem with that. What have we got left in here? Put this in the bin. Oof. Draw a card.
Hurry!
Filter down to the things that we want. Oh, it says Afterlife. And get rid. Completely. Stop the Afterlife kicking off. And start chipping away at him. Boom, there we go, first one in Platinum. Just like that. First game was a bit kind of awkward, but after that we started to pick it up and didn't really struggle all that much. As long as we stopped that enchantment from flipping, we were good. Oh, another Beacon Bolt. I do love Beacon Bolt. So much so, I think I've got 6 of them now. So... 15.6 thousand gold. Nice. Like it says, why did you not even use search there? It would have transformed as well. I mean, I know you won, but still. Did not even use search? You mean as counter? I think I had 5 in the graveyard and I still needed to get 6. I need to hit 7, right? I'll have to look back on the stream. Normally I just transform immediately. I don't really hang about when it comes to transformation, so I will have to have a look. Can't remember. Or at least I didn't mean to, anyway. Oh, the Contempt was number 7. I like keeping Contempt in hand just in case he drops a Planeswalker or whatever, so... And it worked on the Afterlife. I guess I could have filtered after that. Yeah, I see what you mean. I guess I could have filtered after that, but... it didn't really matter. Let's try and get a few more wins under our belt, see if we can get them into Plat 3. Sure, yeah. You know, I know you're saying that that was number 7 and stuff, but I didn't see the transform button at all. Maybe I missed it or something, but I I need to go back and watch it and see why I missed it or see why I ignored it. I'm not sure why I ignored it if it did come up, but I didn't see the transform button. Okay, so this is probably gates. I've kept this for negate, this hand for negate and cast down. But yeah, I'll go back and I'll check it out, mates, because I don't know why I ignored it if it did come up. I usually don't. This is definitely gates. Will we see early ram? No. No, we do not want that to happen. As long as Deckmaster doesn't lie with the numbers, it was at least. Yes, but you've got to remember that when it hits 7, you've still got to go into the next turn, you've got to filter, and then it triggers on the flip after the upkeep. So that it might say 7, but I'm not sure whether I actually got into the next turn.
I face undead horrors.
I'll have to have a look, mate, and then I'll be able to explain the sequencing to you, or if I just missed it, you know, because I might have just missed it. Kaya's out early, which is good. What's he got? Has he got anything to do with it? He's 4-colour. They don't run black in this deck though, do they? I don't think so. I don't have to worry about Vraska's Contempt. There's our 4.
I hope you've said your goodbyes already.
We have not got Kaya's Wrath mana, so we will use our single target to defend until that point.
I hope you've said your goodbyes already.
He's not putting anything into the graveyard for me, which is a bit of a shame.
Pack your bags and hit the road.
It's gonna be a lot of a lot of back and forth in this until one of us gets a foothold. If he goes for... Oh, okay. That's fine, to be honest. Throw this out there. Get rid. He's only got 1 mana left up. We go for Teferi. Draw a land would be good. Ooh. Can play that, pay 2, hold it up, untap 2. Keep 3 up for 3 up for Mortify. Yeah, that seems pretty good.
Let's skip to the good part.
+1 to Fairy.
Was that dear to you? Now it's dear to
Play a Thief of Sanity, I think. Get him out there. And we'll try and rip some cards out of his deck on the next attack phase. See if there's anything interesting we can use. Lava Coil. Ooh, damn. I don't think I can deal with that either. Yeah, sure. Back says, ah, yes, dear, you are correct. My bad. You only just got your 7th card in the grave that turn, and it wasn't the start of your next upkeep yet. It would have been next. Sorry. Yeah, no worries, man. It's no worries. I thought there was something a bit strange about that because I don't remember seeing the transform button, which would only occur on the upkeep. So, unless I missed it, that was the only logical option, I think. Okay, let's go into Chemist's Insight. Let's play this. Get some cards out at the end of his turn. See what we can do. We get Vraska's Contempt. Double Vraska's Contempt. This in his grave. So we're up to 3 now. Ugh, it's going to take forever to kill him with Vraska, with Kaya at this rate. So we are going to need to start dropping things soon.
No time for a break.
We can drop this here, but we are going to have to drop other cards, which will probably be Kaya's Wrath, I think. We have enough single target. Maybe Cry the Carnarium first. We'll get rid of Cry the Carnarium first. Untap that, submit. Drop Cry. And then we don't... We keep Kaya's up because we assume he's not going to have any Afterlife cards, right? I don't really need the Exile that much. These are for Planeswalkers and single target stuff. Okay. Play a thief.
What you sow.
Shoot him.
You know what? I'm not done yet.
I am going to hold those lands up just in case I need to Chemist's Insight, dump something and counterspell. I don't even know what his deck does. I've seen a Golem and then a Concede. Oh, sorry, a Golem, a Lava Coil, then Concede. So I don't really know what happened there. Okay. What do we need to deal with here? I think we probably need all our cast downs in, right? Thief of Sanity doesn't really do too much for us. Cast down, bring in Lyra as an alternate win condition. Does negate do all that much? I guess so. It did help us at the start of that, so yeah, I guess so. Let's put in... Let's put in our Absorb, our last Absorb, just in case. So we have plenty of counterspell. We have 2 different win conditions this time. That is not good. All of these cards are amazing, but... Mulligan again. Yeah, I'll keep that. And keep the Godless Shrine on the top. The Landlord, it happens again. Yeah, it happens constantly. I'm not a big believer that this this shuffle is any good, to be honest. I know there's been maths posted on the subreddit and they say it's industry standard and all that kind of thing, but I'm not convinced. Not with the experiences that I've had. So we'll hold the cast down mana up, that's good. We've got absorb mana as well on the next turn. What's your opinion on the new London Mulligan? I have only heard of it in name. I have no idea what it actually is, so I'll have to look it up after this game and I will tell you. Growth Spiral comes out, sure. So we've seen a Growth Spiral, so we know this is probably Reclamation, right? It's got to be Reclamation. But I think it might be missing a few pieces. Yeah, we'll counter that, yeah, we'll counter that. We don't really want that happening. Yeah. Let me have a look at the London Mulligan. London Mulligan. Bear with me. Okay, so we held up correctly for Gatebreaker Ram there. see if we can get this through. He might have a spell pierce or something. He does not. Go straight through. We go into our next turn. We will keep that on top. Draw it. Go into our next turn. Into his next turn, rather. Put a stopper at the end of this. Try and draw Chemist's Insight. Ah, okay, so you get to choose, once you hit like a certain amount, you get to choose the remainder from 7 and put them back. That seems pretty interesting. So I think we want to we want to do Chemist's Insight at the end of his turn. He's got a way better draw mechanism going on at the moment, so we'll go Chemist's Insight. We have something to get rid of this. I want to see what else we draw while his mana's down. Just land. Just land. Put that in the grave. Dump this to the bin. While we get an opportunity to it. Takes us to 5. 2 more off flipping this Escante. Yeah, it seems pretty good, Ross. Seems pretty good. Kinda like it. I'd have to see it in action to get a proper feel for it, but it sounds like it gives you more control over your mulligan from what I can see. Yeah, I guess for another guild summit. He's going to draw all the cards. Many, many, many cards. Whew, that's a big hand that he's got to discard at the end of this turn. That's the problem with doing 2 of those, like, back to back. I mean, I guess you get to filter your hand to stuff you want, right? But I'm not so sure. Puts lots of lands to the bin. I don't think it's worth getting rid of this now. I think we go Chemist's Insight again. Bray223, how's it going, man? Hope you're doing well. If he has a clear the Ind, then he just resets his deck. Clear the Mind. Still getting used to this deck. It's got all sorts of tricks. So look, Clear the Mind. Oh, is this the gigantic? Oh no, okay. Clear the Mind. Target player shuffles his graveyard into their library, draw a card. Okay, fair enough. So we've seen 3 guild summits. Maybe we do need things like Duress to rip all of this kind of stuff out of his hand. Because he has a lot... He does run creatures, obviously. He relies on Rams and Colossus, I suspect, as well. But there's a lot of like enabler stuff that we need to start ripping out of his hand. What did he get rid of there? Back into the grave. I want us to transform. Gates Ablaze. Why did he keep that in? I'm gonna go straight for Teferi here. Brick says, what's the new London mulligan? I missed a bit. Was getting shopping in from the car. I think it essentially, once you get to like a certain amount of mulligans, it allows you to replace the difference between 7 and whatever you've mulliganed to the bottom of your deck, and you get to choose the cards that hit the bottom of your deck. From what I can see, anyway.
No time for a break.
Yeah. There's the Gate Colossus. Okie doke. Big boy coming in. Resolve them all. See what he gets to. He's in 27 now. Gatebreaker Ram comes down. We can clear both of these. Do I want to, though, is the question. Or do I just do them on my next turn? I think I probably do it on my next turn, right? Let's see what I get. Absorb. Keep Absorb in hand. Another Teferi off the top. See what we draw. If we draw into another Kaya's Wrath, that'd be like slightly more efficient, but fussing over it too much. Dive down, what? What on earth is going on here? Really? Okay. Okay. Yeah, I've kind of outplayed myself here. I guess we go for one of these. And then all of that just resolves. Lots of stuff used there. Okay. Didn't untap any white there, but it doesn't really matter. Filters some more gate cards out. So, does Teferi take a hit, or does he just go straight for face? I assume Teferi takes a hit, right? Yeah, there we go. Doesn't worry you too much.
Matter of time.
Sure. What's he got? Does he have that explosion card? If he does, it might just crucify me. Kinda need to hold a counter spell up. Just the gargoyle. Let's see what we get first. We'll take the negate. Still isn't very good.
I won't hide from the world any longer.
So we probably want to put Gargoyle back. Heaviest hitter. Can't leave enough mana up to protect myself though. It's either do Teferi's -3 or lose, and I have a feeling that I might lose anyway. Just gained enough. I thought I had control of this, but it looks like he's managed to pull it back a little bit. So what do we do now? We've seen 2 Teferis go. We put Lyra in, I think. There's another absorb. Yeah, sure. Let's go into the next turn. We might get a beating here from this Colossus. Get rid. Draws a bunch of cards. Can't really take any unnecessary life loss, to be honest, with the size of this thing. Just to dump a bunch of stuff. He's got his Gargoyle back. What is he going to ditch? Yep. Okay. Thought Erasure. What have we got? Double negate and the Gatekeeper Gargoyle. The gate goes. I think that's the most dangerous thing for me at the moment. So you can hit me for 8 and then hit me for X, which is uncounterable. Ooh. Nothing. Nothing at all. I think he wins on this turn. Unless... No, he just wins if he Bane fires. If he doesn't Bane fire now, I'd be very surprised. Hits me for 8. Banefire? No, or just plays another Colossus. Or Gargoyle. Go on, negate it. Negate it. You can't. That is good. I guess he's just messing with me, but I'm going to play it out and see what happens anyway. Yeah, there we go. So he deals it for 8. I guess I throw out the absorb anyway to get the 3 life gain. That should still kick off. But I suspect he will just negate it. Yeah, there we go. Right, round 3. Okay, so there is a lot of spells that I need to deal with. I need to rethink my strategy here. Russ says, you got this, Day. Yeah, we will try our best for sure. It looked like he had lava coils and things in for Thief of Sanity, so I'm wondering if he's just gonna take all that out now. Cry the Carnarium I'm gonna get rid of. That doesn't work. Jurassic. What else do I need less of? Russ says I misseed the game where you're up against next. This is still this is round 3 of Gates. Mortify comes in handy by the looks of it. Cast Down does as well. Duress, Thought Erasure. I think maybe 2 Duress is enough. I'm wondering if I should go for 3 to Fairy. I don't really want to take Teferi out, to be honest. It's too strong. Play first. Fair start. We can get Thought Erasure out and try and disrupt him a bit. Hopefully get some land off the top. Bit of a slow start. I'm wondering whether Kaya's Wrath is actually that good, really. In this matchup, anyway. Feeling like it's not. Maybe I should have taken one out. Whew-wee. Guild Summit can hit the bin. Another Thought Erasure off the top. We will take a ram out of the equation as well, so that we only have one to deal with. I should have put that to the bin. So he can play a ram now, but he might just play growth spiral. Nope, he goes for the ram. Okay. Yep, I should have put this to the bin. I have just totally run out of cards. Hits me for 4. Yep. Short. Oh my god, the deck has just stalled out. The deck has just stalled out completely. Sure. It's still not unwinnable. He's... Bray says, as much as I hate seeing a streamer suffer, I'm glad Esper is struggling. I imagine you do. Many people say that to me on a daily basis. I play Esper purely because I've played it for the entirety of, well, Magic career, if that's what you want to call it. All the big cards, no land. We're going to have to discard. Chemist's Insight will go to the bin, because we can still play it from there. Russ says, oh, I like this gentleman. So, goes for the extra 2 gates, gets the 7 damage. Probably just wins off the back of this, I think. Pretty cheap win, unfortunately, but, you know, do what we can. We do what we can. Sometimes it doesn't work out for us. Drowned Catacomb comes out. And we will go straight for the Mortify and just try and get rid of it. Play a real deck. Ross says, play a real deck like best of 1 mono red. Yeah, no, I'm alright. There's the dive down, so that's game. GG. I feel like you really deserve that, but, you know, sometimes that happens. Sometimes the shuffling gods don't fall in our favour. And we just gotta pick ourselves up and dust ourselves off. 16k gold ready for next week. Red deck win. Go face. Yeah, Smork, go face. The one legacy that Hearthstone has left behind is Go Face Hunter, and I loved it. Bray says the mono decks I call white wieners, red rockets, and blue balls. Right, let's just go straight back in. Let's go for another one. We might drop to gold, but don't dust yourself off on stream. I heard it's a bannable offence. Get your mind out of the gutter, Ross. Let's try. If we get another win here, I'll be really happy. That means we've kind of stabilised in excuse me, in plat. Yep, let's keep this. Thanks for the host, Russ. Host him with 1. Is that yourself by any chance? Okay, he went Evolving Wilds. I haven't seen Evolving Wilds used in a long time. Settler Wreckage, Search for Risconta, and Dovine Grand Arbiter. Search for Risconta is very powerful, but I think Dovine on turn 3 is just going to kill me off, really, innit? Ross says no, actually. God knows, I think it's a bot. That was a tough choice to choose between Search for Risconta and Dovine, but I don't want like a Planeswalker getting that much power. so early on. Okay, we'll go for this. We know he has Settle the Wreckage, but we also know that he can't play it, so we might be able to get one good attack out of this. Bray says Esper, I feel, would have a review like this. Intense, interactive, challenging. Raves IGN. Yeah, 10 out of 10. You forget the 10 out of 10, man. Come on. We'll put this out tapped. We'll go for an attack and see what we get. We'll take Ixalan's Binding, because it's actually really nice. No, it's 20 out of 10. I like you, Bray. Stick around. Stick around. Give me some laughs. We got another Thought Erasure out there. We can play our island, which means that we can hold up counter spell. I think what we do here is we go for all attacks, see what else we get. We're fully expecting a Settler Wreckage here. And we will then counterspell. Gain 3 life, hit him in the face. Rip some of his cards out. I'm going to take Nexus of Fate. And then I'm going to have a look at what he's got. That's the wrong mana, Dave. Come on. Eldest Reborn can go. We'll get rid of Eldest Reborn. So we know he's got a negate in hand. All we need to do now is essentially wait till we have another counter spell in hand. We'll keep that on the top because I kind of want to draw that and use it properly. Sure. That's fine. Excellent Binding. Okay, so what we'll probably do here is... Can we use Ixalan's Binding? We certainly can. He can still negate, though. So I think I want to try and use Ixalan's Binding to try and bait the negate out of his hand, effectively. He's going to do it as well. He's going to take the bait for negate, which is fine, because all I have to do next turn is go for Teferi and, you know, see if we can get him down effectively. He goes for an earliest counter. He reveals a negate, of course he does. That's fine. Stop doing Teferi things. Yeah. So what I'll do is I'll pass till the end of the next turn. I will try and throw Chemist's Insight out, see if we can bait the negate out again. And if we do, great. If not, then no worries. We might just chuck Teferi down anyway and see what happens. That is fine. We will be able to throw Vraska's Contempt out here. That will take the negate out of his hands, and then we can use our Teferi to put his back to deck.
I can no longer stand by and watch.
So this should force his hand. Second negate, somehow. That his counter has turned out to have done work, so maybe I should have gone for that. He draws a card. We will go for... I mean... He has 2 more land up, but I have to go for it. I can't really stop myself now. Yep. I'm actually going to throw this back first in the hopes that he doesn't have too much card draw. I'm going to try and build this up and get Ixalan's Binding out of the way. If we draw a Mortify, that would be pretty cool. Ah, he's going to look in the top 4 with his counter anyway, isn't he? And he's just going to put this back. Okay. Let's draw, see what we get.
You know what? I'm not done yet.
Sure. Put another land down. Are we saying that we can't... Oh, we can't play this because of this. Okay. I'm going to hold this Teferi. So when he plays his, I'll be able to do Ixalan's Binding. This is tough. This is really tough. Should I play this Teferi now? I'm going to end up losing 2. But if I do this Teferi now, -3 this, get it back, then he has to hold mana up for Settle a Wreckage, otherwise he can -3 this onto my Teferi, but then it leaves him open for 1, so he has to do it. So he's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and he has double white open, but he doesn't have enough unless he does another land. I think we go Teferi here. Oh, he might just have a counter spell. Too busy thinking about what his Teferi mechanics are going to be instead of instead of what he might actually have in hand, like a Syncopate. Yep, that'll do. Sure. So he plays another Teferi. He wins the Teferi war. Bray says Plight of Esper, too much thinking to try and outplay. That's control for you, man. That's control. Oh, he's just gonna +1. Okay, fair enough. Sure. Would not mind a Mortify at all here.
We need to move quickly.
There's the Mortify. Sure, yep. Okay.
Let's skip to the good part.
Sure. Sure. I think we go... He still has the negate up to protect that Ixalan's Binding, so I think we go Chemist's Insight here. See if we can bait anything out. I don't think it's going to happen, though. Seems to be playing pretty well. Sure, we'll go for a Drowned Catacomb. We will... Can we do this and absorb and negate? No, we can't. This is tough. Well, if we +1, we can do negate as well. Yeah, we can do it. By all means. Dig. Gets an absorb. So he's only got 4 left up. Does he have double negate?
We need to move quickly.
Sure, take it. Let's see what we got. What can we actually do here? He didn't have double negate. He went for the absorbers to protect the Eldest Reborn, right? But I'm gonna make him protect it. I'm gonna make him do it. So I'm fully expecting this absorb to come out. I need to force him to actually get some cards out of his hand. So he's going to force me to sacrifice something, which is going to be this. I'm not going to sacrifice Teferi.
Let's skip to the good part.
I guess we see whether we can do this. Throw this out and see if he has another counter spell. He does not. That is good. I'm going to throw this back. Abilities on the stack.
Let's take it back.
So he will absolutely search that up, but that's not really what I'm interested in, to be honest. 3 for sanity. Yeah, sure, why not? Let's go for it. Weird, Essence Scatter. He runs such a varied selection of counter spells. I wonder maybe he just doesn't have the rare wildcards for absorb. So he's going to search for another Teferi here. But I stopped him getting to 8. That's the key point, is I need to stop him getting to 8, right?
You know what? Sorry I'm late.
Search for his counter is so powerful. Next time I'll just ditch that. Okay, let's draw. Let's see what we've got.
No time for a break.
Absorb. Okay, cool. I don't need to do this yet. I don't need to do this. Being way too hasty with my plays. Okay. Let's pass. Chemist's Insight probably comes out for Cry. Dump that to the bin. Tezzeret. Oh, okay. So he's going to play Tezzeret next, right? But he'll have protection. He'll have something up to stop it. We've seen 3 negates. Likelihood of it being a negate is quite low. We've seen a syncopate, we've seen an essence scatter. He does have a lot of lands up. Ugh. Syncopate he can do for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I can actually pay for it. Okay. If he does have a syncopate, that is. He does not. Thank God for that.
Hurry!
He draws. This is so weird. It's such like a. It feels like such a mishmash of cards compared to the meta. Yeah, by all means. Kaya comes out. Big card that.
Ooh, I like a good fight. Notice I didn't say fair. You said your goodbyes already.
Sure. What are we on? I'm 31 to his 21. Okay. What do we get?
Keep up the pace.
Sure, mortify. Let's put Thief of Sanity down. See what he does. Another Essence Scatter. Okay. Resolve. Okay. How do I deal with this board situation? He's almost certain he's got something else. And he can just dig out whatever he needs. Let's pass. Need to make sure I get rid of Ascanta next time. Planeswalkers, getting rid of them, that's all well and good. But when you try to get rid of them with Teferi and then he just throws them right back at you, it's kind of difficult. Sure.
Funny, that's what I do.
You also had a that's from his deck as well. The Nexus of Fate. Very, very strange. Yep. I guess he goes for Teferi, right?
That didn't go according to plan. Hold that thought.
What's he got? He's got something else in hand. Another absorb. So how many's he seen now? 1, 2, just the 2. Short. See if we can outplay him to some degree. Yeah, it's going to happen though. We've got a lot of got a lot of stuff going on that we can't really counter here. 2 lands. Oh yeah. Automod hates you. What did Automod do? What did you try and do? Hold that thought. Wait, is it because it says thought? I assume it does. I assume that's why. Okay. I don't know what to do. I've seen 2 mortifies. 3. I've seen all 3 mortifies. So, can I even win? I don't think I can. I think that's it. I think it's done. Mortifies are my only way of, apart from Teferi, of getting rid of enchantments, and I can't actually physically play an enchantment. My jokes may not always be PG. Right, okay. So, he plays some kind of weird Esper deck thing? Who knows? Cry can go. Kaya's is probably better off going. Hey. Not now. No. I'm alright, thanks. Can I have a water? Yeah. Cheers. Ta. We're on sideboard. Right, okay, we got 5 spaces. Duress goes in. I did just refuse a Dr. Pepper. Sorry, back. I've had loads of them recently. What else am I going to go for here? I reckon we go -1 to Fairy, +1 Lyra. Cheers, thank you. What else are we going to go for? Double Unmoored Ego. He doesn't deserve them. Thief of Sanity, I'm going to knock to... do I need Kaya? Kaya didn't feel all that impactful when he dropped it, so I guess I'm going to get rid of that. I need my Mortifies. I don't know whether he's going to put Thief of Sanity in now, so I might keep Cast Down in there. Going to put an extra negate in, and I maybe ditch Thief of Sanity. 1 Thief of Sanity for an Eldest Reborn. Sure, let's try that. Yep, let's do that. Godless Shrine, pay 2 life, Duress, Glacial Fortress, search for Escanta, Duress. Unmoored Ego comes out, because that's the big one. I don't want him playing that. So otherwise he just goes, no to Fairy for you. Rapid start. Ross says also it's Lamb Weekend. Why is DayC not on the old speckled hen that he's been smuggled into his room? How did you know about that? Keep the land on top. I never forget. I had 3 PCs from you. God, I totally forgotten about that, to be honest. So he almost certainly has a absorb in hand because he kept his other land up. I guess it doesn't matter because it's a glacial fortress. It's not a shock land, is it? So that doesn't really matter. Let's go end of his turn. He kept the settled wreckage in. That's quite interesting. I guess he was expecting me to keep all of my creatures in. Okay, Chemist's Insight, let's go. Ordering beers and not smuggling. Yeah, man, like, I don't think I was... Those beers are so expensive as well. I don't think I was on the wage back then that I am now. So we can't hold land up for Absorb and Thought Erasure. What else can we get from him? Wascal says, who really buys at LAN? Yeah, that's true. I mean, I bought last LAN. Why have we drawn 3 Godless Shrines? What is this? This might be the trip back down into gold, to be honest. Oh my god!
We need to move quick if you show remorse.
Oh my god. He's got 2 land to... Why is there a 4th Godless Shrine? I don't want a 4th Godless Shrine. Put it in the bin. Right. If this doesn't hit, we're fucked anyway, so... It's not going to hit. Why didn't I leave 1 black up? I could have left 1 black up for Duress. Why didn't I do Duress first? Played myself. DJ Khaled. Playing myself. I do not have the keys right now. Prio's just sent me a message saying birthday hype, pre-birthday drinking, let it commence. Esper is lowering your IQ. That would assume that I had a high Q to begin with. Oh my goodness, the pain. The absolute pain. Ross says, wait, is the Big Sam C back in Scousland? He's not. He has gone somewhere. I want to say Scotland, but I don't know where. Nice emojis, Bray. And he's gone to a wedding. So he won't make my birthday, unfortunately. Him and his girlfriend have gone to their friend's wedding. Okay. Let's take it slower. Nice and slow, just like Esper should be. That is just... I mean... God, no, we're reliant on a white sauce there. So I'll go for the next one. That's better. Keep Thief of Sanity on top, might as well. Put this out tapped. Ross says, I was going to say, if they were free, we will televise a Dave birthday party from the south. Saying that, remind me to text the slag next week. Why? What have you got going on? What secrets are you withholding from me? Okay. Yeah. Grixis Control. I hate this deck with a passion. Because it beats my deck. There goes the Absorb. Oh yeah. Let's do the only thing we can do. Place a creature down which he knows is going to happen. And he will almost definitely have removal for it. Razor's good down with the Esper. No, Grixis is worse. I'm telling you, man. Once you play against Grixis or Reclamation, a lot of times you will want to end it all. Bacchus says back to silver you go. Yep. I'm going, but sliding all the way back down. Look at that double Thought Erasure off the top. That's magic. I don't even think, like, I don't even think this is Bolus Grixis, is it? This is just remove your hand Grixis. Does he have a counter spell? Bet he does. I bet he's got a negate in hand. He doesn't. Yay!
I know my responsibility.
We got a fairy down. Nah, Esper's fine, man. Esper's fine. They just need to rotate some cards in that can beat it. That's all. It takes up way too much of the. Sure. I'm just gonna dump this immediately. I still have to sacrifice my Planeswalker, but at least he doesn't get one. In before Vraska's Contempt Elders, yeah. Everyone runs it, man, because Teferi's so strong. It's crazy. Okay, so he's Thief of Sanity. So he's not really he's not really like Grixis, is he? So much of the other stuff. Oh, get rid of that. Nope, that can go to the bin. Hero of Solitaire. Here we go. Here's the man himself. Nicol Bolas, who's a Planeswalker who doesn't drop as a Planeswalker and forces you to discard and costs nearly nothing to transform. 7 is just way too easy. Get rid of this. Oh wait, did he take a negate or something? I don't know what I don't know what this is. Get rid of that. I think Thief of Sanity kills a solo here. I don't see any way I can get out of this with 0 cards in hand. Unwinnable. Absolutely unwinnable. Where do we even go from here? This is kind of difficult, because we know he plays Thief of Sanity main board, and he's almost certainly going to play that in the next game. I think we take a Teferi out. Can't take a Teferi out, really. I need Teferis. Kaya's Wrath we can probably take out. Cast Down we can probably take out. I think we put the Duress in. And Cry the Canary can go. Let's put in... what else have we got? Unmoored Ego. Let's take that. Play a real deck. What's a real deck then, Bray? If you say anything other than Esper, you're wrong. Just letting you know beforehand. Unless you say Esper in Modern and you play 3 Snapcasters and just recur all of your spells constantly, then that's acceptable. That's an acceptable answer. Right, what else are we going to do? Eldest Reborn needs to go in there, really, doesn't it? Kaya's Wrath isn't really going to help us here. Eldest Reborn, let's put Lyra in and go down. Kaya, negate. Sure, let's do that. Bacchus's mono red axe deck, of course. I'm bringing up the artifact memes. I uninstalled Artifact this morning. End of an era. Watery Grave we can play out, play Duress, get rid of his things, we get to go first. Pay 2 life, Duress. What's he got? So we're going to get rid of his Duress. try and weave an unmoored ego in there somewhere. Don't know how that's going to happen, but we shall see. Sure. So we know he can negate this unmoored ego, so we need to hold up our absorb mana, then unmoored ego into... Yeah, it's never going to happen, is it? Well, he might try to play this disinformation campaign right now. Oh, look at that. But we can absorb that. And then we can play our unmoored ego. Get rid of Teferi? Or do we want to get rid of Bolus? I don't even know which card it is. I don't know which Nicol Bolus it is. Nicol Bolus Ravager, is it? Yeah, Ravager. Let's get rid of Ravager. What else has he got in there? Lots of stuff. See, we managed to weave it in. We got there. Now, I just need to figure out how to get around this negate again. Thief of Sanity, and he doesn't hold this mana up again. When will this lad learn? Okay. I guess maybe he, what's he on now? He goes to 5 mana, replays, oh no, he didn't, I really thought he was going to throw out Eldest Reborn then. I just don't play no creatures. He plays Daredevil. Okay. Oh, damn, he's going to go for Unmoored Ego, isn't he? Oh, he's going to go for Unmoored Ego. Damn it. He'll negate this. But if he does, he can't play Unmoored Ego. So he has to let me have the cards. Okay. Sure. Spell Pierce, of course. Because who doesn't run Spell Pierce? Main board? Oh no, it's not main board, it's sideboard. Oh, the pain! The pain! He's gonna take Unmoored Ego. I think I took a Teferi out, didn't I? So I was preparing for this. This'll be Teferi. Absolutely, 100% Teferi. Bray says, I think the reason I hate Esper so much is because it's a deck built around removing your ability to have fun. I mean, isn't that what Grixis is doing right now? You know, you could say that about Reclamation too. It has like 0 interaction. All you have to do is hold a counter spell up, tap loads of mana, untap it, tap loads of mana, untap it, and then throw a spell at your opponent's face. Oh, I did put 4 Teferi in the end. You know, it's there's plenty of decks out there that have very little interaction that revolve around you just kind of saying no. I think the main issue is that blue is way too powerful at the moment in standard. Other colours need to be brought kind of up to its level, especially, I mean, that's demonstrated in like mono blue. Mono blue doesn't necessarily say no to everything. Well, it does, but in its own way. I don't think I've ever seen a mono blue deck in standard. Ever. Apart from now. So it kind of says a lot, really. Hand destruction is annoying, but you can play around it. I mean, yeah, you can to a degree, yeah. Especially when the sideboard comes in, you know. Oh, I can't wait for this negate to get negated. Oh, it's beautiful. It's beautiful. What's he going to bring back? There's literally only Thief of Sanity to bring back. I have to discard a card. Okay, sure. I'll just discard Duress. I don't really think I need Duress. Wilderness is also annoying, but can be played around. I do love using Expansion Explosion to obliterate my opponent at my end step. Yeah, see, I despise that because I think as soon as you got your mana down, it becomes totally uninteractable. They can literally kill you in a turn. You can't really do that with Teferi or Esper. You have to build it up. There has to be a platform for you to work from. Okay, let's see. I wonder what he's got in his hand. What's he got in his hand? Not a counter spell. We got an immediate reaction there. So we'll go into tapped. Thought Erasure. See what he's got. It's a land. Good stuff. You can always mortify the wilderness as well. That stops the explosion from happening. Sure. Yeah, it does. Yeah. And you can negate the wilderness. You know, there's ways to stop it hitting the field for sure. But once it's down, sometimes it can be very easy to slip into a state where you just kind of like go, well, I've lost now. Maybe that's just because I'm shit, but I don't know. It feels like there's a lot of interactability there, for me anyway. Fort. Yeah, we'll just do Mortify next turn. In the hopes that he doesn't have anything. He almost certainly does. So he's got rid of my Teferi. I've gotten rid of his Bolus. Who wins this? I feel like versus Esper. Sure, yeah. You can, and that's what I'm trying to portray here, is that there's more than one perspective, isn't there? Discard. I didn't really want to discard anything useful there, so I thought might as well go for the land. why am I auto-passing? Don't auto-pass everything. So he's going to keep recurring this thing until forever, isn't he? So we'll go Chemist's Insight here, I think. He's got something in hand. It's not a counter spell though. What are we going to get here? Just more lands, it feels like. So I think he probably wins here because he can deck me out now. He's definitely trying. That's what the disinformation campaign's for. He's going for that. Right, I'll take some of your cards. I'll take some of your neat stuff and then try and deck you out. Hopefully. I mean, could be an absorb that. What have you got? That can go to the bin. I'm keeping cards on top now because I don't really want to, I want him to take this Thought Eraser off the top after the attack and then use it and then just see a land. Eldest Reborn goes to the bin. Unmoored Ego. Great. So that's my unmoored Ego, isn't it? So he goes for Absorb. He didn't take the bait because he saw a better card. That's why, fortunately. So yeah, I think this is probably the last game of the stream, I think. Might come back on later. Play some more. Need to take a little break and come back a bit fresher. Yeah, negate. That's going to take 3 cards out of our deck. Did we put 4 in? I can't remember whether I put 4 in or not. No, just the 3. Okay, fine. So he sees the Hallowed Fountain. That's illegal. That's my Lyra Dawnbringer. That's what I was hoping wouldn't happen. Yeah, I have no win condition now, because that's my only other win condition, so yeah, we concede. Ah, well, back down to gold. Do we not go down to gold? I'm sure we do, right? Apparently not. How many do you have to lose before you go back down, or can you not go back down into gold? I don't know how the ladder works at this point in the beta. I'm not sure. Can't find any information on it, but I assume you have to lose a certain amount before you go down into the bracket below. Right, guys, thanks for everyone for coming out. Bray, thanks for turning up, man. It's good to have a new follower in the chat. Made me laugh. And I will see you guys. Bray, if you don't know, I usually stream Monday to Wednesday from about 7 o'clock GMT, and then I stream on Saturdays as well. Because it's bank holiday, I'll probably be streaming on Monday as well this weekend. And yeah, mostly Magic. Some do some casual streams as well. I like to play Division a bit, while I'm relaxing in between Magic Laddering. Next week we'll be doing some card pack openings and all that kind of stuff. And I have an idea for a new green-blue build that I want to try. There's a lot of ramp cards and a lot of pod-esque cards, if you're familiar with some old modern decks, that I want to try and build into standard. That I think will switch up the kind of stagnant Esper ladder that we've seen. So if you don't like Esper, don't worry. I am going to try and build some new stuff going forward. So stick around and let me know what you think of the builds when you come across them. Ross says, so day ahead, most watched viewer, you're buying a box, right? I will be buying a box next week of the new set. I have 16,000 gold, plus I will probably drop a hundy on a box, or however much it is. Bray says I could always show you my rainbow gates. Yeah, sure, man. One day we'll do a duel or something, and then you can show me rainbow gates. Ross said, I heard you're buying the viewer with the most watch hours a box, right? No, Ross. No. Unless you give me a gun in return. You can sell me one of them. Illegal activities. Right, guys. See you soon. Hope to see you around again, and I will probably be back on either later tonight or Monday. See you soon.